Resident Evil Retribution is the last Resident Evil movie we talk about before we talk about the final one in this series. And this is the moment I feel like where I really fully get why I've heard so many bad things about this franchise. Because, to be honest with you, I was waiting for the movie like this to happen. Like the movie that's just so atrociously made and put together that I was like, oh, that's why people hate this franchise. Because for most of these movies, I've actually been like, well, I don't get it. It's not as bad as people made it out to be. I guess if you're a fan of the games, it's not great. But, like, for the most part, like, I don't get it. So I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and we finally got here. First of all, this movie opens with, like, just the main character of the movie, right? The main character, this character, just looking at the screen, just spouting exposition at you for like a good like almost like 5 minutes, just in the worst way possible. And then the movie just feels like, okay, I think what's wrong with this movie more than the others is the direction is bad. Obviously, these movies aren't really well directed movies. The action isn't great, they weren't great before, but I think it's because this movie tries to do more. It tries to have more characters. It tries to do more stuff. And then it also, like, because it's shot during the day, the limitations of, like, the CGI and the filmmaking on display here, because the people involved aren't really that great of filmmakers, it makes it look so much worse. Like, I feel like the vibe of this movie just feels so much cheaper than the other ones, when it probably wasn't, because these movies were still making money. Obviously, they still made another one. So, but it just felt like, okay, we're just gonna keep going, and there's just no energy or life in this movie. It's just so motherfucking boring. I was just so done with it by the end of it. And I just was more aggravated about like some of the scenes. I'm just like, what's the direction here? Like, where she's like, her daughter is hugging her, but she's like looking up at the camera, but then she looks down. I'm like, what is like? It's weird stuff like that throughout the whole movie. Nothing scary. Not that this franchise was ever that scary before, but at least it felt like, oh, there was kind of an attempt there. Here, there no longer feels like there's an attempt. I'm just watching this movie just going, how did they make a movie this bad? Like, I was like, okay. The most you had to do is make these movies like dumb, fun, popcorn entertainment. And it felt like this one, they just kind of even lost some of that. I'm like, what the heck is this? So next week, we'll talk about the final chapter. And then we'll talk about Welcome to Raccoon City, which is not in the same like series as these. I'm reviewing all the Resident Evil movies, but I'm talking about them as, I don't know. Almost wish like Welcome to Raccoon City was the first one, so you could just gone like straight into everything. But I guess it doesn't really matter because I'll be finished reviewing this and move on to that. Yeah, this franchise is weird and I'm not a fan.